What's going on, guys? How are you? How are you doing? This is Shocks and this is ShocksCapital YouTube channel. Today I want to show you this strategy that you can use in trading volatility indices on any broker, and I use the links are in the description down below. So what you have to do is simple. You have to understand that whenever you are looking at a volatility index, right, you have to know that in a day you are more likely to find one reversal. So I'm going to teach you on the M5 time frame how to actually catch that. So number one, what you need to understand is to identify a trend that is actually in play on that particular time frame. So if you look at this particular day, right, and this is on FX Volatility 99 and it is offered by World Trade. The links are also in the description down below. You can choose your poison, right? The links are in the description down below, right? So here is what is happening here. Price is actually going up, right, from this point right here up to this one, up to this point, right, as you can see. So what you need to understand is to wait for a convincing break of a low if you are in an uptrend, and a convincing break of a high if you are in a downtrend. And what do I want you to do after you find that is very simple. I'll show you the entry criteria. So right, number one, you have this trend, number one, all right, and you also have what? You also have this trend. What you are going to do with these trends is what is going to give you an edge in the what, in trading these indexes, right? So you see that price is doing this. What you want to see is very simple. You just want to identify these trends, and what you then do about that trend after a convincing break of a high or a low, depending on which trend you are actually currently looking at. So if you look at this, you see that we have a convincing trend at this particular point, right? And what you want to do with that is what is going to make your what? Your strategy. You have these convincing breaks throughout. You have another break, right? And you have another break at this particular point, right? So after marking these breaks, what you want now to do is to understand how to actually get an entry. And an entry is what is going to set you apart from everything that is going to happen in this chart. So number one, sorry, you have to get a break from a high that was part of the what, the preceding trend. If it was a downtrend, get a high like this, not like this, right? Because this was actually part of price going up. So you have to get this particular high. When price breaks, what you want to do is to wait for price to actually retrace to this line. And after retracing, you need to see two retests of the what, of that particular high. You need to see price retesting twice, a double bottom at that particular high like this, and then you target the next what? You target the next high. You target the next high as your take profit, and your stop loss is going to go below there. So this is how you're going to do it, right? When price breaks here, you wait for what? Remember, you're going to be waiting for what? For two retests, which is a double top on the what, on the line right there. And if you don't see these two doubles on the what, on that line that you have drawn, then you are not going to be getting that trade. You have no business trading that particular trade. Same applies here and same applies here. So you want to see a situation that looks like this, where you see price breaking and you see these two particular retests, and your stop loss is always going to go above the line. And this is what you want to see. Remember, when price breaks, you want to see two a retest of that particular zone, and price goes above the what, above the structure, right? And here you don't have price breaking, and but at this particular point, I want you to see that at this particular point, what do you have? You have two retests of that particular zone, right? This is what you are looking for. Price goes below the structure because this structure is too far. So price is going here, and you are going to be looking at this particular zone as your what, as your take profit. And when you go again on this particular zone, you can clearly see that is a convincing break, but we don't have a preceding what, a preceding trend. But in this particular zone, you have this trend, then you have a convincing break at this particular zone, and after that, what do you have? You have actually 3 retests at that particular zone, and this is what you want to see, and this is your trade that you're going to be looking for. And after that, what do you see? You see price going away at that particular zone, right? So let me show you this on another pair so that you guys can clearly understand what you are going to do. So this is deriv. So on deriv, yeah, let's just continue with what, let's just continue with this world trade game, right? We have M15 here. What do we see? And after here, what do you have? M15, let's go to the M5. As so we have a downtrend here. You see this downtrend, right? And where is the convincing break? The convincing break is here, and price actually failed to get to the what, to get to the break, so that it gave us 2 points, right? So that is off. And today, right now, this is actually happening. Price breaks the what, this particular low, as you can see here. And what do you see happening? We have these 2 breaks. And what am I going to do now? I'm going to give this as a signal to my private group and see how this will turn out. So my take profit at this particular zone is going to be around this area. My stop loss is actually above that. So we are going to go for 1 in 2 here and see how it goes. Let's go to another one and actually try to see on the M5 what we see here. So here we have a convincing break. Where is that break? We have this break, but price did not get back to what, to our zone. So we're going to leave that, and let's look at this. This is FX25, actually FX420, and remember, this is actually on what, on world trade again. And if you want to trade on deriv, the links are also in the description down below, and this is a very good entry criteria that you can use on anything that you'd want to trade. Here we don't have anything, but I think we have something to shout about at this particular zone here, where we have this break and this retest here. Unfortunately, we did not get the second one. And on this one, what do you have? Nothing. And you are going to be content with that. You are only going to be looking at things that gives you a value and things that gives you a higher probability of working in your favor. So with that being said, let me show you something on what, on FX4 40, and here we are in an uptrend on the H4. If you go to the M15 right here, you see that this uptrend was actually taken out at this particular zone. So you might be asking yourself, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for a move that looks like this on this particular zone, right? We're waiting for a move that looks like this. So this is the setup that we are waiting for. And if you are someone who is brave enough to what, to take this as a break of a low here, you could be in this trade at this particular zone. But remember, the keyword right there is you have to be brave to do that, right? You have to be brave enough to take that. So you are going to catch an ox by the what, by the horns. Is that the right proverb? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. So we have again this particular zone, and you know what is happening in that zone, right? Something like this, and you are going up. So for you to get better at this thing, you have to go and actually try to what, try to see it in real time. If you see it like this in real time, then you can actually start trading it, right? I will see you in the next video. This is what I wanted to show. Shocks out. I will see you. Bye bye. Hope this was helpful.